Let's face it, you don't want to live in an HOA neighborhood. No one loves the hassle of dealing with HOA. This is why I put together this list of top neighborhoods without an HOA in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So you can come home, enjoy your home without all those extra HOA and guidelines. In this video, I will break down what makes each neighborhood great and what will be your best fit. So the first area I talk about is going to be Haymount. Now, Haymount is not necessarily a neighborhood. Most of the homes in Haymount are built in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. We've got some newer ones, we'll say maybe 2000. You won't find much 80s or 90s in there, but they are building some new ones. Of course, some open lots were there, and now they're building in Haymount. Now, as you see on the map here, Haymount is consistent of mainly this area. So what makes Haymount so great? Well, definitely everything is just about walkable in Haymount. Depending on where in Haymount you live, you could be close enough to walk downtown. Of course, that is up to you. If you live farther away from downtown, you may say it's okay still to walk there, get your exercise in. Haymount is known for its beautiful tree-lined streets and mixture of historic homes. Haymount offers that feel of a small town because you're right in the heart of Fayetteville. I kind of already talked about the pros of living in Haymount. One of them was it's a walkable community. You're close to restaurants, shops, the downtown area, Special Ops Museum. If you want to catch a baseball game, we're close to the Fayetteville Woodpeckers Seagram Stadium. And they're also building a new Crown Event Center as we speak. Don't know when it'll be done. It'll probably take a couple years, but that's a great future addition to the downtown area and to Haymount. And you've got some great parks nearby. You've got General Lee Park, you've got Mazurk Park, and you've got Honeycutt Park. So what are the cons of living in Haymount? Well, one of the cons is definitely going to be buying an older home. Like I said earlier, the homes are built in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, and they look great, and if people have renovated them, they look fantastic, and they kept them up, but again, it is an older home. So you've got old wiring in the walls, you've got old plumbing. Good chance they did not go into the walls and rip all that old stuff out and put in new stuff. They may have put in stuff that you could see, like new plumbing pipes underneath the sinks and kitchen sinks and showers and things like that. And with these historic homes, also what you're looking at is a higher price home. Some of the homes in Haymount that are what we call turnkey or move-in ready start at $250 and above. Haymount features a mix of colonial, craftsman, and Victoria style homes. Prices range between $250,000 to $500,000, of course, depending on the size and the condition of the home. Next neighborhood I talk about is going to be Middleton. Now, Middleton is in the Jack Britt School District. Middleton is a great established neighborhood that offers convenience and charm with no HOAs. It's close to schools, shopping, and one great thing about it, it's close to Hope Mills. At least in my opinion, it's a great thing being close to Hope Mills. So let's go right into the pros. So one of the pros of living in the Middleton neighborhood is you're close to Hope Mills. You're maybe 5 to 6 minutes away from Hope Mills. Hope Mills is a suburb of Fayetteville. It's got about 17,000 people living there. I live in Hope Mills, and you're very close to Hope Mills, which gives you access to restaurants, movie theaters, Lowe's, the Walmart is nearby. So it's actually easier probably to head to Hope Mills sometimes if you're looking to grab some things than it is to head into the heart of Fayetteville.
Convenient, efficient.
From the Middleton area, you're probably looking about a good 10-12 minute drive to the heart of Fayetteville, depending on traffic. At least with Hope Mills, you're literally 5 minutes away. And it's got one of the better high-end grocery stores, Harris Teeter, if you've never heard of it. And they're also building a Publix out there also as we speak. It'll probably be done within the next year and a half. I've seen the signs up, but I've not seen any construction start just yet. And to go back to the school district, as a real estate agent, I'm not allowed to give you my opinion due to the Fair Housing Act, but I can give you data. And the data is that Jack Britt is one of the most desired high schools in Cumberland County. And if you'd like more information about that, please check out what's below right here. It gives you access to NC report cards on demand. Definitely check it out. You can look up Jack Britt or any high school you want in North Carolina, or matter of fact, any school you want in North Carolina. Now, most of the homes in Middleton were built in the 80s and 90s. They've got a few newer ones in 2000, so definitely if you are not wanting an older home, definitely don't check out Middleton because it might not be the neighborhood for you. One of the other things that could be a con is if you are driving to Fort Liberty, Fort Bragg, you're probably looking at about a 30-minute drive to base. that could be a con for you. Depends on you and your driving habits or how far you want to be from the base. And another potential con can be because this area is growing, not Middleton in general, but just the area around Middleton is growing. So you're going to see a lot of road construction because a lot of roads right now are just 2 roads and they're trying to convert them into 4 roads. So you may see some hiccups here and there from time to time. 295 is coming right through. It could be that way for the next couple of years. So definitely, if you're not into that, which nobody's into, I don't think, but definitely check out the area before you buy a house there. If you have a chance to drive through there, see what you think. Next neighborhood I talk about is going to be Van Stories. Now, Van Stories is near Haymount, but it's not considered Haymount. And again, it's no HOAs here also. So Van Stories is a peaceful, established neighborhood known for larger lots, spacious homes. Families love the quiet streets, convenient location, all without adding an HOA. So like I said earlier, Van Story is near Haymount. So we're going right back to that kind of downtown area a little bit. Now Van Story is not as old as Haymount. The homes here are built 80s, 90s, and I've seen a few in the 2000s. One of the pros of living in Van Story is definitely you've got bigger lots, bigger homes than Haymount. So if you like the Haymount kind of being close to Haymount, you want a bigger house, a bigger lot, definitely Van Story is going to be your neighborhood. They've also got Van Story Elementary School in the neighborhood. So definitely if your little ones are going to school, you can definitely walk them to Van Story. Another pro is you're not in Haymount, but you got access to all the same things as Haymount. You got Mazurk Park, Honeynut Cut Park, and you've got General Lee Park. And you're close to restaurants, shopping, just everything that you did with Haymount and to the downtown area. And your commute to Fort Liberty, Fort Bragg, if you take All American, is probably going to be 12, 13, 14 minutes maybe. Now, one of the cons for you could be that these homes are older homes and they're not as historic as Haymount, but some of these homes were built in the 70s and 80s, a little bit of the 90s, a little bigger like I said earlier. So that still is concerned because of the old plumbing, possibly old wiring that's in the house. So that's something that you're not liking. I definitely would not look at the Van Story area. So Van Story offers a large ranch style and traditional 2-style homes. Prices range in here between $300,000 to about $500,000. Of course, that all depends on size and how much renovation has been done to the house. Next neighborhood I'll talk about is going to be Birch Creek. Now we're going right back to the Jack Britt area with Birch Creek. It's actually right across the street from Middleton, the other neighborhood I talked about. Now with Birch Creek, everything's kind of the same amenities in Middleton. Obviously, you're 25, 30 minutes away from the base if you have to commute, but you're close to Hope Mills. You're close to all the same things, shopping, restaurants, Walmart, Lowe's, movie theaters within your Hope Mills. And with Birch Creek, you are in the Jack Britt School District again. So again, one of the most desired school districts in Cumberland County. Now with Birch Creek, some of the homes, just like Middleton, built in the 80s and 90s. So if you're looking for a newer home, new construction, then this probably is not a neighborhood for you, but some of these homes look fantastic. They've been renovated and look great. Now, Birch Creek is a little bit of a hilly neighborhood. So definitely check it out. With all these neighborhoods, definitely check them out before you buy in here, which, I know it's hard to do if you're relocating to this area. Definitely reach out to me. Let me know. I'll be happy to shoot you a video if there's something you see in there that you like. Now, one of the cons for you could be limited access to amenities. I know I said you're close to Hope Mills, but depends on you. You may have to head to Fayetteville a lot. If you're looking to head to heart of Fayetteville, you're probably looking at about a good 12, 13 minute drive. Not terribly bad, but you're looking at going through more traffic. Like I said earlier, this area is growing, so they are doing a lot of road maintenance. 295 is coming through, so you're going to see a lot more traffic than you would normally see for the next few years possibly. And the homes in here are typically ranch style, 2-story, 3-story homes ranging between $250,000 to around $500,000. Next neighborhood I talk about is going to be Hillendale. Now, I've sold a few homes in Hillendale. One thing I love about Hillendale, it's a very deep, long neighborhood, very deep. So definitely, even though you're near some major streets in here, or it's such a deep neighborhood that you're probably not going to hear a lot of this road traffic, at least in my opinion. Depends where in Hillendale you're going to live and how great your hearing is. But to me, I don't hear a lot of the road traffic. A lot of people I've talked to in there don't hear the road traffic. So even if you're outside in your yard or enjoying just an evening out or your morning coffee or beer or whatever, you're not going to hear a lot of road traffic out here. One of the pros about living in Hillendale is the affordability of these homes in here. Definitely, you're ranging between 200 to up to about 300,000. You're close to the base. You're probably looking about a 17-minute drive to the base. And if you're looking to head to the heart of Fayetteville, you're only a 10-minute drive away. You hit Country Club, all right, the family, right into the heart of Fayetteville, where you're near the mall, movie theaters, Best Buy, Target, all those great things, restaurants.
We're so close to everything we wanted.
So one of the pros that could be for you is definitely the size of the home. Some of these homes are between 1,200 to 1,600 square feet. You can find some homes in here that are bigger, but for the most part, most of them are around that size. They're built in the 60s and 70s. So they are older homes, and they actually built onto Hillendale on the very back end, which the homes are newer. And I think that's even called Hillendale. It's another subdivision within Hillendale. I think it's all one. It's got a bike path over there, bigger streets, bigger homes. Can't remember the name of that neighborhood that's in Hillendale, but to me, they're both one and the same. The next neighborhood I talk about is Briarwood Hills. Now, Briarwood Hills is on the southeast side of Fayetteville. It's very close to Owen Drive, where Cape Fear Valley Medical Center is. This neighborhood has a rich community, and again, of course, obviously the title of this video is No HOAs in here. This neighborhood has a suburban feel with the convenience of being near everything. Like I said earlier, you're near the hospital, so definitely if you are a professional and you work at the hospital as a doctor, nurse, or whatever, you're very close by, which is great, and you're still not far away from the heart of Fayetteville, center of Fayetteville. You're probably a good, I would say at the most 10-minute drive to the center of Fayetteville. So again, some of the cons, and I've seen a pattern here of most of these neighborhoods I'm talking about. These homes are built in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So definitely you've got that older home again, and I keep saying it, you got old wiring, old plumbing, things like that. So that's a concern for you. Definitely check out the house real good. Get a home inspector, which I always recommend. If you're going to buy a house of any kind, brand new or not, always get a home inspector and make sure the house is up to par to what you are wanting. Now, these homes are bigger. They range typically between about 1,500 square feet, maybe up to just about 2,500 square feet, depending on the home. And the price ranges here are between $250,000 to about $330,000. Next, we're going to talk about is Huntington Park. Huntington Park is an established neighborhood located near downtown Fayetteville. They offer affordability and convenience with, again, no HOAs. And you got all the access to parking trails that you want to be nearby, and it's become a popular choice for home buyers. Now, Huntington Park is near Haymount again, and I know I've mentioned Van Story Hills earlier. These are homes that are near Haymount, but so you have the convenience of Haymount, but not the price of Haymount or the older homes of Haymount, if that's what you're looking to not have. Definitely some affordable homes in here, and you're close again to the mall, to All-American Freeway, straight to the base, parks, trails, downtown area is some of the convenience and pros of living in Huntington Park. Now, I love Huntington Park. It's a pretty good sized neighborhood, and the back end of it, or maybe the front end of it, connects right to Bragg Boulevard. So most people make access to Huntington Park through Morganton Road, but you can definitely access it through the other side, which is Bragg Boulevard. Of course, one of the cons of living here is they all, for almost all these neighborhoods, they are older homes, not terribly old, 70s, 80s, maybe a few 90s in there. So definitely do your due diligence. Check out these homes, get your home inspections in there. Some of these homes look great and when they're renovated, but definitely do your due diligence. And some of the price ranges here range between $250,000 to up to $400,000 in Huntington Park. So finding a neighborhood without the hassle of an HOA can make a big difference. So if you're looking to move to the Fayetteville area and want to explore one of these neighborhoods, please give the team and I a call. All my information is in the screen in front of you, or you can click this QR code and set up a Zoom call with me. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to help you find that perfect home without the hassles of an HOA. And I will see you guys in the next video.